Hello everyone, my name is JaCubAsAlways and I am the head coach and advocate for your reigning, defending, undisputed APA champions, the Green Bay Pikachus, and this is week number 7 of the APA, where we're facing LynxForte, the head coach of the South Florida Bulus. Basically make sure you check him out in the description down below to his Twitter and YouTube. He's a phenomenal coach. He's doing pretty well. I believe he's 3-3 this season, 4-2 this season. I think it is. It's been 6 weeks. Couldn't remember it was 3-3, 4-2, but now I remember it's 4-2 for sure. But yeah, make sure to check him out. No team builder this week because I've decided to. Well, for one, I did do a team builder. This battle was played last Friday. As you can see, it's post narration, not live, so that kind of stinks. And I did do a team builder originally, but the live battle got like lost somewhere, and I have no idea where it is on my computer. I looked everywhere in every possible folder, no freaking clue where it went, and I'm pretty frustrated about that because I don't like doing post-narration battles. This week, week 7 and week 8 will also be post-narrated. Well, week 8 might not be. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see when that happens. But anyway, this is week 7. This is the Sunday I'm actually doing this. This will be going up in a couple hours after I'm done rendering and uploading it and stuff. So there's that. So it is very important that we win this game right now. We're 6-0. Kyle and Tara are still on our heels, so we definitely need to win this game. No question about it. We're 6-0 right now, plus 22, something like that. I don't really remember. But yeah, to recap the team, do I still have this team saved on Battle Spot or Showdown? I hope I do. Hope I didn't delete it, because otherwise I can't really explain my team very well. Is this it? This is not it. This is it, surely, right? Yeah, okay, good. So, from left to right, I have Mega Manectric. It's pretty bulky. It's got some HP. Barely any speed, honestly. It's got a lot of HP, I should say. Barely any speed. I think it was just enough for something outspeeding. I think it was for his. I don't remember the team matchup honestly anymore, but it was for something outspeeding my Liepard, I think. Something around there. It just has Flamethrower, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Toxic to hit Pokemon like Florges on the switch in, or Victini even, or something like that. So just an offensive bulky Pokemon, basically. Then we have Nihilego. It has Light Clay with Light Screen, Sludge Wave, Power Gem, and Grass Knot. Grass Knot was for the Quagsire in case he brought it, because his Rock Switches were very, very limited. So I wanted to take advantage of that. And this potentially could sweep late game. I wanted it. It has enough. It has more speed than special attack, so we get the speed boost with Beast Boost if we knock on a Pokemon. So that's important. Really, really bulky. With Light Screen up, Zygarde could set up easier on things like Mega Venusaur or even Florges. I think with our investment in bulk and everything with Zygarde, Moonblast was doing like 33 to like 44 or something like that. Maybe like 36 to 44, something around that nature. Wasn't doing that much unless he was offensive, which I didn't think it would be this matchup. Thought he'd be more either physically defensive or special defensive, one of the two. But Nihilego just went really, really strong. Was really, really strong versus his team, so I wanted that. Next up, we have just really, really speedy Jellicent. Basically with Taunt, Will-O-Wisp, Recover, Nightshade. Taunt basically to shut down Milotic, which he didn't even bring, which I was really surprised that he didn't bring. At team preview, I was like, whoa, no Milotic, that's spooky, because I thought Flame Orb defensive Milotic was really, really strong this matchup because of Zygarde, but no, did not bring that, which is okay. Totally cool by me. But we have Taunt, Will-O-Wisp, Recover, Nightshade, basically shut down his team. We could taunt his Florges if we came down to it, if we wanted to as well. The Mega Venusaur, but we weren't going to stay on that because we don't want to take a Giga Drain or Knockoff. The Dredagon, if we wanted to, for sure. We could definitely do that. Unless it was like Sheer Force Life Orb with Crunch, that would have been really bad, but still, regardless, pretty bulk. It's got pretty much near max HP Jellicent, and then the rest into defense. It just had enough speed, I think, for max speed, Adamant max speed Scizor, so we could burn it if we needed to. But I didn't think Scizor was a big issue. But in case it came down to that, we could easily burn it if we needed to. Then we have especially defensive, well, actually, mixed defensive Licky because it would be able to handle anything. With our defense investment, we are Impish. We could live in Adamant Choice Banded Victini's V-Crate from full. So it did 84 to 99 max, so we would have lived that. Unless rocks were up, then we weren't guaranteed to. We would have been protected, and then it would have basically been 50-50. But then if we lived, we knew it wasn't banded. So if we died, we knew it was banded then. So that's important. Unless it crit happened or something. But still, a Licky I knew would be pretty solid this matchup. Doesn't have the most ways to deal with it. Passing wishes would be really huge this matchup as well. He can't taunt it or anything like that. If Scarf Zoroark makes an appearance, or Scarf Victini can wall both those, so that's really important. Can pretty much, and we are in knockoff Seismic Toss. He didn't have a Ghost type on his team, so Seismic Toss was really free, and so that's really cool. Really like that for sure. Knockoff just to remove items. Wish Protect. Don't need Heal Bell and Licky really in Draft League format. It's not really all that great. I don't think Heal Bell is needed. I don't think we ran it once this season in like 4 or 5 appearances by this monster. Then we have, we'll talk about Zygarde last, but then we have a really good breaker this game. We have a Zelf with the Twisted Spoon. We have Future Sight, Rocks, Psyshock, Shadow Ball. Basically, this could deal with Mega Venusaur pretty well, so I thought it was important to bring it. We needed as many things to deal with Mega Venusaur to try to break it for Zygarde or weaken it. So if we could weaken it and keep it low, that'd be really essential. And Psyshock, obviously, for Florges, because Psyshock will hit it more. Future Sight basically was there to kind of get Zoroark in. So we could effectively deal with it with Licky past Wish if we need to. I figured it would be Scarfed anyway, which you'll see later it is, but and I can basically tell you right from the first turn it was Scarfed. So yeah, we didn't have any ways to hit Zoroark with this. Like, well, we had Shadow Ball, but it was ineffective. We didn't have any neutral or super effective moves to hit it. I don't want to run a Signal Beam because Victini was a bigger threat than Zoroark to our team because we had like Licky and Nihilego and stuff for Zoroark. I wasn't really wasn't too worried about Zoroark as much as I was Victini, so it was more important to hit that Victini for sure. Zelf's hitting the same speed. Wait, he had a Pokemon that was like 110 speed actually. What was that? Well, no, it was Virizion. We had enough speed for Virizion, I think it was. No, he didn't have Virizion. That's Panther. That's next week. I'm curious now. I have to know the speed. Oh no, duh. It was Raichu. Duh. Raichu. Funny. He didn't bring it, so it didn't really matter, but I wanted enough speed on himself, just on the off chance he did run it or something like that. But there's that, so that's pretty cool. That's a Zelf. Just effective. Future Sight basically got chip damage on things that we needed to, which is important, and it was going to hit really hard with Twisted Spoon. And the last but not least, we're Zygarde, Dragon Dance Zygarde again, because until somebody really stops it, I'm going to keep running it, so that's important. Until somebody's like stops Zygarde really well, like it gets no kills a match, I'm going to probably bring Dragon Dance in some capacity, more than likely, to any given match. So there's that. That's really cool. Basically, we had Extreme Speed, 1,000 Arrows, Dragon Dance Outrage. We had 188 attack, 196 speed. I think we were creeping we were creeping as Florges just on the off chance he did that. On off chance he ran like max speed to speed type Bulu, which I highly doubted he was going to do. Bulu was had horrible matchup, so there's no way it was bringing it anyway. So he didn't really have much reason to do that. And I'm sure he realized how crappy of a matchup Bulu had. So then the rest into HP and stuff. So it was pretty essential. We had Dragonium Z as our Z move because it hit Venusaur the hardest. So I thought that was pretty important. But anyway, let's get started with the battle. So we're going to hit play. Can't really pause it very effectively, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. As you're going to see, Lynx is going to lead off with his Victini, quote-unquote. It's actually his Zoroark, and the reason I knew this is because I looked at Flamethrower on the bottom screen, and it's a neutral, so I knew it was Zoroark. So I'm just going to go straight. I don't want to take any unneeded damage in case we needed this thing for later on in the match. So I just go straight to Licky as he clicks U-turn. So basically that told me he was Scarfed. Because if he weren't Scarfed Zoroark, there's no reason not to stay in. There's no reason to stay in there if he's not Scarfed, because otherwise he would have taken way too much damage. And as he goes to Druddigon here, that's perfectly A-okay by me if he wants to go to Druddigon. What I'm going to do is actually just click off Knockoff, because I'm going to click Knockoff, I should say, because I didn't want him to be Habonberry and live a Dragonium Z from Zygarde later, possibly. So I just knock off the Rocky Helmet. Not sure what Rocky Helmet really was for. I don't really think it did that much. Maybe it was for like Emboar, but he had like Fizzdaf, Mega Venusaur and stuff, so I don't really think that was like needed, honestly. Same with like Florges too. I don't really think the Rock Helmet was needed, but I knew he had to bring either Drudigon or Kecleon because that's his only rockers. So we're just gonna go for Protect. Scout his moveset off a little bit more because I think we clicked Wish, didn't we? No, I don't think so. I think we were just trying to get some more leftovers recovery in case we needed it for later in the game. So now I'm actually just gonna make my switch straight out into Clinton Dix, my Jellicent, and I think he just clicks Earthquake again, doesn't he? No, it clicks Glare, predicting a switch, but I wasn't going to switch into any of my good Pokemon. Jellicent was the only thing I was realistically going to switch into. So, I have no reason not to click Will-O-Wisp here. Did I click Will-O-Wisp? I don't remember. Yeah, I clicked Will-O-Wisp as I get burned the Florges. I don't think he was going to switch into Venusaur in case, because he didn't want to get burned, because that would have just been residual damage that he didn't need. So, Florges was definitely the best opportunity right there. And I'm actually just going to go straight into my Nihilego, I believe. This battle happened like a week and a half ago, so I'm sorry if I don't remember some things. Do I go to Nihilego? I believe so. I believe I do, yeah. So that paralysis on Jellicent really, really mattered because I know he's Adamant Scizor. Or later in the game, I learned he's Adamant Scizor, so that paralysis sucks. Obviously, he's going to hit it because Glare always hits. But I actually go straight to Mega Manectric right here because I didn't want to take a Bullet Punch. As he clicks Brick Break, which really sucks. That's pretty good prep because maybe he predicted dual screens, which is important. I haven't watched this side of the game fully yet, so maybe he did predict that. But I can literally just click, I think, do I click Flamethrower, not messing around with the threat? Well, he's not set up yet, so not much reason for me not to click Volt Switch here because he did not bring Quagsire. I believe, right? Yeah, I go for Volt Switch. And then I believe I just go straight to Nihilego again to get Light Screen up, right? Yeah. So I go to Nihilego right here. I'm just going to go straight for my Light Screen right here because that way it'll give me the best opportunity to set up a Zygarde if we need to. We can live HP Ices from Mega Venusaur, or if he doesn't have HP Ice, he's basically getting a wall complete, or he's going to be set up utter completely. But his Mega Venusaur, that is. He goes to his Warrod, which is his Mega Venusaur. And then we have free reign to just go straight into a Zelf because I predicted Earthquake. I was kind of afraid of the Sleep Powder here. I remember it now. I was kind of afraid of Sleep Powder. But I was like, it's worth the risk because then we can get Rocks up and we'll immediately threaten him out. He also could have clicked Knockoff and that would have been a bit bad. But he actually just clicks, as you're going to see, he clicks Earthquake, which is what I thought. I figured he would bring that from Nihilego. Because Mega Venusaur, like, Giga Drain's not going to be doing the most damage, honestly. Because Nihilego is really, really bulky, and especially since we had Light Screen up, so definitely glad I went to his Elf. Because now we get free rocks here, and he kind of has to go to Florges. Or he could have went to Scizor, I guess. You know, he goes to Florges, I think, to scout out the moveset, probably. Because he couldn't go straight to Scizor. And by the way, I know he's not banded because of the electric damage. I think he's Akaberry at that point, and then I believe he's also, I could have been Leftovers, but I thought he was perhaps SD at that point because they knew he wasn't banded. But I'm just going to go for Future Sight now that I have my rocks up, so that's cool. As he's probably going to click Defog, I think, right? No, he clicks Moonblast trying to get some damage. I'm not quite sure why. Because where the light screen's up, there's really no point in him doing that. I guess he wasn't afraid of anything, but still. Psyshock, honestly, I think would have 2 KO'd him. I guess I could click Psyshock there, but I wanted to get some damage out for the future. No pun intended. Actually, kind of pun intended, but still. We go to Licky Licky. No reason not for us not to do that. As he clicks Defog because of our light screen being down, that kind of stinks. But I honestly just think I click Seismic Toss so we cannot... Or do I click Seismic Toss or do I click Knockoff here? I think I might click Knockoff first. Definitely click Knockoff first, I believe. We'll see, though. I can't remember, honestly. I actually click Seismic Toss, I'm pretty sure, as he goes to Judigon. Yeah. Try to get rocks back up. No, I click Wish. How do I prevent rocks? Am I, like, remember... Oh, no, the Future Sight damage, duh. Future Sight damage puts him in the range of Seismic Toss. That's what happened. I knew I had killed Drudigon at one of these at some point, and I knew we were faster from before the knockoff damage, so I knew Seismic Toss would kill from this range, preventing rocks, which is really important. Because, yeah, it was important because then we don't take any residual upon switching, so that's cool. So no rocks for him this game, so that's awesome. Once we get rocks up, we're going to be sitting pretty again, so I really like that for sure. He's going to go into Scizor now. No way in shape or form am I staying in here because we essentially just lose if we stay in here and let this thing set up. So, and I don't want to take a superpower anyway, so we go straight to Mega Manectric, get that nice Intimidate on it, and no matter what, we're going to live a hit. As he clicks Swords Dance, which basically I know he's Aqua Berry. I know I have to break the Aqua Berry and then go into Zygarde, because otherwise we just lose the game. Everything else, he's either setup fodder or we'll just die to this Scizor, so I know he's in range of our 1,000 arrows, especially after this damage. As it reveals, it's not really that bulky, it's just Aqua Berry. So, yeah, that's cool. As he clicks Swords Dance again, so he's at +3 now. But I know from a full, I know he's not Life Orb because he didn't take Life Orb damage before, so I know for a fact that Zygarde will definitely live any hit from this unless he gets a crit, which would be really unfortunate. But this is a really long battle, by the way, guys. I might just transition once it gets to longer portions when there's less action, but well, you guys will see then. But I'm just gonna click 1,000 arrows just to knock out Scizor because I absolutely have to. I can't mess around with this thing anymore. There's nothing. Yeah, I had to do this. I had to knock out Scizor here, so that's cool. As he goes into Victini, so I'm just going to go straight into my Licky here, or my Jellicent to sack it off, because it's paralyzed, not much I really can do to his team anymore. As he actually reveals to be Zoroark, and he's going to Dark Pulse us, and I should have seen this was Zoroark based on the damage, or based on the bottom screen, which I had a brain fart and didn't look at the bottom screen. I just assumed it was Victini. I assumed it was Victini, I don't know why. That's on me. Definitely should have looked at the bottom screen for sure, because I would have revealed Zoroark, it would have went to Licky. Jellicent would not have taken that much damage, and we would have been in an amazing shape with Jellicent still. So, it is what it is. I'm just going to click Wish with my Licky now, so there's that. But yeah, I'm just going to skip over the stally portion of this battle, though, for sure. So, you guys will see it in cuts, but it's not stally yet, so don't worry about that. I'm going to go straight into a Zelf here, because I know I can live anything unless it's knockoff. So, and that way I can really pressure this Venusaur out again, and I have no reason not to click Psyshock here. Or do I click Rocks again? I think I click Psyshock, probably. Don't remember. No, I just set up Rocks as he goes into Victini, so now I'm kind of in a pickle here. I believe I just go to sack off my Jellicent. So, there's that. I'm going to go into Jellicent because it's essentially fodder at this point. As he clicks Flame Charge, which is horrible, because that means our Nihilego did not outspeed them. So it would have sucked. If he would have clicked any fire move to kill us, that would have been awful. But he clicks Flame Charge again because it's the best play, because in case we were Scarf Nihilego, he would outspeed us for sure. Victini would have been able to live any one hit if we were Scarf Nihilego anyway. But he knew we were not Scarf because of Light Screen already, so I guess it didn't really matter. But I'm going to go to Licky, and I'm really afraid of a Z move, so I never click Knockoff. I probably should have clicked Knockoff, but I was literally just playing around a Z move at this point, because he was a Z move, and I didn't want to deal with that. So I click Protect, so that sucks. And then he just goes for a Blue Flare, which I'm not really afraid of a Blue Flare. I think I just click Wish here, right here. I do. And I know that's not going to be able to 2-hit KO us based on our investment and everything like that, so I believe I just clicked Seismic Toss. Actually, no, I clicked Protect, scouting for the Z move, because I was still adamant that he was a Z move, and I was like, I'm not falling for this. I cannot let you click Z move and kill me. As he just clicked Psyshock, so I'm just like, is he just trying to like play me? But he would have clicked Z move right there had he had it, so that's cool, important to note. But now I'm just like, well, I should click Wish one more time and then click Seismic Toss. I believe that's what happens, right? Yeah, click Wish. And then I'm going to click Seismic Toss. So, whew, this is a barn burner of a thing. I really should have done this like post narrated and super sped. Well, I did it post narrated, but I should have like cut this and made it really fast in general. But I know he really can't do a whole lot. Even with a crit, he's not going to be able to kill me with any move. So that's cool. I'm just going to click Seismic Toss, getting some nice damage on this Victini, putting into range eventually of Shadow Ball. I need it to be under 50% to be in range of a Self Shadow Ball, which I cannot kill right now, obviously, because he is +2 speed. So he just switches out into his Mega Venusaur again, as I think I click Wish. perhaps. Yeah. And at this point, I'm feeling pretty confident that he's not going to click, he doesn't have knockoff, so I believe I just go straight to his elf. I want to say I go straight to his elf. Now I go to Zygarde, because if he doesn't have HP Ice, we can live anything. I calced it, and Giga Drain we automatically lived, because I figured he'd be more defensive, and he was more defensive because we lived this, and I actually do misplay a little bit here. I should have gone straight to Licky again, scouting for the Z move, instead of clicking Dragon Dance, because then we could have scouted for HP Ice, for one, and if he didn't have it, then we could have wished again into this, and Giga Drain would not have been into a KO. We could have gotten to +2. We could have gotten to +2 and just won the entire game, unless he had Sucker Punch Zoroark. So we would have gotten a whole bunch of kills with Zygarde right here. But I just wanted to click the Z Outrage right here and potentially weaken him and knock him out. That really sucks. And also, I just realized this. Oh, I think I calced it. And I believe he was out of range of Sludge Wave. He was pretty bulky. And I didn't want to risk Nihilego just dying, because Nihilego is really important to win this game. So I go into Zelf to scare it out. I'm like, I cannot risk him living this with Nihilego. There's no way I could have risked that. So my best play is just go with this Psyshock if he goes to Zoroark while he goes to Zoroark. And we have Licky still in the back, so that's really, really cool. I click Psyshock, and that's going to be a 2-KO on floor just no matter what here. He barely lived, but it doesn't really matter. As I think he's burned. Yeah, he doesn't die to the burn. He dies to this next Psyshock, but there's no point in him. I guess I click Shadow Ball in case he wanted to switch to Victini or Zoroark, so Shadow Ball is my best play right there just to knock it out. So I revealed that. You should know my entire moveset now. Future Sight, Psyshock, Shadow Ball, and Future Rocks, yeah. As he goes to Zoroark, I know it's Zoroark at this point because the Rocks damage for 1, so I just go straight to Licky. In hindsight, I should have went to Nihilego because we could have won 3-0 then. At this point, since he clicked U-turn, he just lost the Pokemon. Like, Nihilego just beat everything. And now it really sucks right here. I don't know why I didn't just switch to his Elf. His Elf was not in range of anything, as I knew he was going to Synthesis. So we should have just clicked Psyshock instead of staying in here with Licky. I don't really know why we stayed in with Licky, to be honest. We should have just went straight to his Elf. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why we were staying in here. But we made this battle a lot harder than we could have than we had it. Hope the differential doesn't cost me late in the season or anything like that. That would really suck. But I definitely should have went to his Elf right away in this matchup. Yeah, I really don't know why I went to that. I should have went to Nihilego on the Zoroark first and foremost, but this is like a major misplay on my end, and basically almost cost me the game. So I'm really, really disappointed in how I played right here, or these turns. So it really sucks, but it is what it is. Like, we learned a lot. Like, anytime you misplay, it sucks. But you should always learn something from your misplays and hope that you'll never do them again. Which I'm hoping that I'm never gonna do this again. But you'll wait till week 8. Wait till week 8, guys. Week 8 was definitely an interesting battle. We learned a lot from week 8 as well. We didn't get 6-0 or anything, but it was definitely interesting. And I wasn't proud of the way we played. But we'll get to that next week when week 8 comes around. So there's that. There's like about 16 turns left of this battle. Basically, the next like 10 turns or so, basically just stalling Licky. And Venusaur, I wasn't trying to timer stall him at all. I was literally just needing a safe switch into his Elf at this point and trying to weaken this Mega Venusaur at the same time, trying to stall him out of Synthesis. I wasn't trying to stall at all. I was just trying to literally get this Venusaur weakened. And like, eventually I'm just like, well, timer might run out and he might win because he's got more HP than my Pokemon. So it's really important of me if I just stay in and try to let Licky die at this point. I don't know why I clicked Wish again. I should have just been spamming Seismic Toss repeatedly, because eventually he would have just ran out of Synthesis. I think he had like 4 left, maybe 5 left at this point, 3, I don't know. But he gets a poison, which is totally fine. I just want Licky to die at this point. So At this current turn, I think is when I realized I needed to just keep spamming Seismic Toss so it would automatically be in range of Psyshock. I think we needed him to be lower than 25% for Sludge Wave to kill. So we knew he was mixed defensive after the Dragonium Z, +1 Dragonium Z to it. So we knew he was mixed defensive. So we basically just needed him to keep weakening him, I should say. So we're just kind of waiting and waiting and waiting. So I'm just like, come on. Really want us to just die already. And he just clicks Giga Drain right here. Instead of wasting all of his synthesis, because I think he had 2 or 3 left in, maybe. I don't remember, honestly. I was keeping track during the battle, but this is like over a week ago, so I'm not going to remember how many he's got left. But that's important. I just want Licky to die so he can get switched into his elf, because, yeah. Like I know at this point, as long as Victini doesn't get a Flame Charge boost, it honestly does not matter. Or he won't win. What he should have honestly done was switching to Victini, trying to get a cheeky flame, a cheeky flame charge boost is what he should have done. He would have won the game, but he didn't do that, so that's cool. I think he goes into Zoroark right here, which he should have. No, he goes into Victini. No, he goes into Zoroark. Yeah, he should have 100%. I think I realized that Victini could have came in. I was like, oh crap, if he goes for Flame Charge, we're in trouble. But so I think I go to Licky for that reason. I did calc Dark Pulse. We definitely died to it, didn't we? No, I clicked Wish first. I clicked Protect first, so because I know I want to just get chip damage on Zoroark, because then we can just win with Nihilego, perhaps. But I just want to try to eliminate Zoroark, so Zelf can win. Actually, that's what I was trying to go for. If we eliminate Zoroark, Zelf wins for sure. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just going to go straight for the Seismic Toss. However, he flinches, and that really sucks. That's not good at all. Dang. So we basically just have to let Licky die here, and then we have to go to Nihilego. So we're down 2-3 right now, and things aren't looking pretty. So I go to Nihilego, and he essentially has to sack a Mon off here. He's got to go, I think he goes to Mega Venusaur and just lets that die? Did he? I don't remember. I didn't want to risk him being in a roll. We could have just won 2-0 as well. But I didn't want to risk it being a roll and then him synthesizing or him clicking. Yeah, I did not want to die there, essentially. If we got a min roll, he would have lived and it killed us and we would have lost the game. So I really needed to be safe rather than sorry. So I go to a Zelf and I click Psyshock, which gave us the game for sure, no matter what. Because I know his Victini is in range of Shadow Ball or Power Gem from our Nihilego. He goes into Zoroark, just clicking U-turn. Maybe he was afraid of Colbur Berry or something like that since he hasn't seen an item, but he should have known we were like some kind of offensive item based on the damage on Florges. But maybe he didn't calc or something like that. But yeah, we're just going to go for a nice Shadow Ball right here because we had no other way of hitting it, and I was just sacking himself off at that point. So Nihilego or Zelf would have gotten the last 2 kills, so they each get 1 actually. Unless he flinches us, that's the only way he wins at this current juncture. As he goes to Zoroark, and he knows we're in range of Dark Pulse no matter what here, so he just clicks it. And we're actually going to die, obviously, because we're a Zelf. Even if we had Colbur at that range, we're dead. So we go to Nihilego and just hope he doesn't flinch us again. For sure, but we'll see. And no matter what, it's a 3-hit KO, so he'd have to get 2 straight flinches to knock us out. So he goes for Dark Pulse. And we click Sludge Wave, and we pick up the nice 1-0 victory, even though it should have been a 3-0 victory had we not misplayed. But that's neither here nor there. It should have been even a 4-0 victory with Zygarde, but we didn't really think it through. We could have kept clicking Wish from Licky going into Mega Venusaur because he didn't have HP Ice, or I don't think he did. He would have probably clicked that versus Zygarde the first time as we clicked Dragon Dance. So yeah, I really should have went into Licky, but I didn't think as well as I should have this time in this match, so that's on me. So that kind of stinks, but either way, it's okay. is GG to LynxForte. Make sure you check him out in the description down below to his Twitter and YouTube. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day, and I love you all so very much. Adios, everyone. Zeb Strike Army. Bye-bye. Peace.